Thank you guys for tuning into another video. I got a blast from the past for you guys. This is a 2012 Honda Accord LX sedan. This is an 8th gen Accord, and we've been doing a lot of the newer generations, a lot of 23s, and I figure it would be cool to kind of look at some of the older Accords too, to show you where the Accords came from. So we're gonna do a walk around on this guy. I do have this thing parked next to a 23, so it could be interesting kind of, you know, comparing the looks and where the Accord came from and all that good stuff. But this is the LX. The LX is a base model. For 2012, this is the last year before they went to the 9th generation. So this is the base model back then. And let's start off with the front fascia here. So you can see simple headlights, no fog lights. It is the LX. Get your halogen housing in there. I know you guys remember these. No LEDs yet, which is pretty cool. This one is a 12 with about, I think, 73,000 miles. So not too many miles on it. LX did come with hubcaps. You didn't get alloys. And I'm trying to remember. I think in 2013 is when the Accord no longer had hubcaps. I believe that. I could be lying. I don't know. That's why these videos are gonna be important, because I get to go back in time and kind of go to the older Accords versus the newer ones now. But yeah, you got hubcaps on this guy. You can see the body line. You have a nice little body line going out through the middle. Another line right here at the bottom of the door. No moonroof because it is the LX. And around this year, these were the keys for Honda. So the LX got a normal lock, unlock, trunk, and panic. I know everyone uses key fobs now, but pretty cool. No blind spot. It's a 2012. We're looking at the rear of the Accord. Now, this generation, I wasn't a big fan of this little piece right here. Like, I don't know. I was just not a big fan of it. But you can see your traditional halogen lights, or incandescent lights, I would say. Halogen. But you can see you do get an exhaust in the back, which is pretty cool. And these were like the perfect family sedans, you know, like 23s now, day and night difference. 8th gen Accords are still a popular Accord. Let's look on the inside. So no smart entry or anything like that. And like I said, it's a 2012. It's an old vehicle, so it's not gonna be perfect, but this one's not that bad. It's pretty clean. Start with the door. You do have auto up down for the driver. The passenger, the rear, is just gonna hold it down. You do have power mirrors in the LX, which is cool. Power locks, because there are DX trim levels that was really plain Jane, like manual everything. If I ever get one, we'll do one. Driver's seat is manual, but at least you can go up, down, forward, and back, which is pretty cool. You have your traction control off there. No auto headlights, just off, parking light, and on. And then you have the poly steering wheel, which is a tradition that even the newer LX till this day has. No leather until you get to above the LX. And you can see no backup camera. You have a infotainment screen there. Should give you basic information. And look at this thing, CD player. I know a lot of people don't even know what this is anymore, which is funny. But yeah, you have FM, AM, CD, auxiliary, titles. You can change the display up there, clock as well. And then look at that, you got folders. It's pretty cool. Nowadays, everything's just a screen. You don't have this sea of buttons anymore. But look how easy your climate control is. It's just a row up here, single zone. And it's not digital. You get to choose cold or hot, which is pretty cool. Additional storage under here. And then you have more storage under here. We look down here, you got a power outlet. You got a little cooking there. Not an ashtray storage. Get your cup holders here. Pretty cool. And then this had a traditional, I don't know if this is a 6, it's automatic. So I think the automatics is a 6-speed, if I'm not mistaken, or it's a 5-speed. I'm gonna double check. But you do have first gear, second gear, and you do have D3, which is like almost like an overdrive. And you have drive, neutral, reverse, park. Honda went to CVTs in 2014. So even if you get a 13 and it's the new generation, I believe you still got an automatic and not a CVT. Just double check on the transmission. So if you got a V6, the 3.5 V6, you can get a 6-speed manual transmission. Or if you got a manual non-V6, you get a 5-speed manual. And this is actually a 5-speed automatic. So 5-speed automatic on the 2.4. So this is a 4-cylinder. And don't curse me out yet. At the end of this video, we are going to look at the brochure to make sure what I'm saying is correct. So if I'm saying anything that's wrong, don't go crazy on me yet. Wait till the end of the video. So let's get to the rear. Still pretty spacious. Look at that, the rear door open pretty wide. Pretty cool. This one is those, I guess it's lunar silver, I gotta see, or is it alabaster silver? I gotta see. It'll probably be in the title. But very spacious back here. You can see sitting behind myself. That's weird. You get a whatchamacallit, a backseat pocket on the driver and the passenger. Nowadays, it's only on the passenger. So it's crazy that back in 12 they had it on that guy. You got a cup holder and you have a pass-through for the trunk, and you can lock it, which is pretty cool. New Accords don't have that anymore. The cloth interior, it feels good. It's pretty soft. And then hard plastic back here. And there's no speakers on the door, because I'm assuming the LX get like 4 speakers probably, is what I'm guessing. But it's pretty cool. Give you guys another view of the cockpit. I didn't check the glove box, but it is lockable in there. And you got some tweeters up there by the door. See some more speakers down there. Lock, unlock, so power locks, everything on the passenger. Sunglass holder. No automatic dimming rear view mirror. Visors. Oh, let's check the visors. I'm over here skipping everything. Oh yeah, you get that with a light, so that's pretty cool. For the trunk, you either pull or push for the gas tank. Let's see, space in here. Accord's always been spacious. Oh, whoever had this one added the all-season mat, which come in handy. But yeah, pretty spacious. It didn't have a what's that, 60-40 split, but you can split the, I guess the holding falls down. But the newer Accord, you know, you have the 60-40 split, but still pretty spacious in here in the Accord, which is pretty cool. Let's get back inside and actually turn it on. Actually, I'll start it up. Look at that, start with a dream. 73,000 miles on this guy. And you can see your dash is pretty normal. Normal speedometer, tachometer, temperature. I can show you what gear you're in the middle, which is pretty cool. Look, I even show you the doors open. And then you have a digital odometer down there. Oh my, I was even looking at the camera. I realized I wasn't pointing at the right place. But then you have your helper screen up here. Just view what station you're listening to, or I guess what track you're listening to, what time it is. Basic information here. Let's see, I think if you hit title, yeah, you can add information. Or you can do a clock. Oh no, this is to change the time for the clock, yeah. I'm gonna assume on some of these features, like, I have no idea what this is. What is ACE? Oh, this is like, okay, so this is like scan, it looks like, right? And you push again to stop it. To be honest, I have no idea what this is. It's just going. Do I hit enter? I drop a comment if you know what that means. I might see it in the brochure. I have no idea. Oh, just scared myself. But okay, so you do have some settings here. Don't just view the time. You can actually do bass and stuff like that. Oh, that clock adjust. I think for 2012 that's pretty fancy, especially for an LX, because I know these LXs usually don't have nada, so that's cool. I'm over here just messing with it. And then you have your shortcuts here, which is pretty cool. And I'm assuming it's a 6 CD changer. We will see that on the brochure. And then here on the steering wheel, you do have your normal cruise control settings, volume, next track, mode. Oh yeah, that switch from AM, FM. I'm sure this is like a throwback for some of you guys that, you know, you was younger when this car first came out, and then you see me looking at it like it's an alien or something. But I drive a 2009 Civic Si, and I'll say that this is more fancy. Well, the Si was kind of like an EX back then, so this is not that much fancier than my Si, but still pretty nice, still pretty cool. All right, I think it's time for us to jump into the brochure. Before we even start this one up, I do want to let you guys know that the front bumper on this Accord we were just looking at, it will get repainted. The previous bumper was damaged, so we bought a new bumper on there, and that's gonna get repainted. So just in case anyone was asking, you already know the vibes. Like I always say, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. People be watching these videos, they don't watch the whole thing. Y'all be clicking off. So shout out to you for making this far. You're a real one. So we're on the 12 Honda Accord brochure, and I've looked at this like like over time I've looked at this, but this is gonna be the first time I'm just kind of just really taking a look at it. So you see this is the coupe, I believe. Front end of the coupe did look a little bit different than sedan. There we go. To be honest, this is not my favorite Accord. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with it, but it was just not my. Oh yeah, this one has the alloys on it. Oh, fog lights. That's obviously not an LX. But I don't know. It's just not my thing. Like I don't see myself going on my way to buy one of these. But let's say I want a nice, mid-size sedan. I want something reliable. I just need to go A to B. I have a budget. Accord is the way to go. I had an Accord before. I had two Accords. I had a 2016 Accord and I had a 1990 Accord. So let me see. Oh yeah, here's the manual, and you're able to get a V6 manual in this generation, which is pretty cool. They're showing off the V6, and here they're explaining the two different engines. So you got a 2.4. So this is a K24 pretty much. 2.4 liter iVTEC 4-cylinder sedan only, and 190 horsepower version, both of which. Really? So the sedan made 177 horsepower, and the coupe had a K24 but made more horsepower. I didn't know that. Look at that. See, this is why I like doing this, because I'm learning. I sell cars, I sell Hondas. This is some stuff you should know. When these cars were new, actually, when this car was brand new, I just graduated from high school. So that'll give you an idea of how young I am. But that's cool though. In the V6, and then I'm not gonna sit here and read everything though. Definitely not doing that. Obviously, this is the EXL. See with the leather seats. Look how plush those look with the wood. Okay, with the navigation. So my 12 Acura TSX. Acura, it's nicer Honda. Our sister brand kinda had all of the stuff already because it was Acura. So I did get a touch of 2012. I put a link above so you guys could check out my Acura that I had, my TSX wagon, a rare car. But yeah, just showing off the navigation. Look at that, navigation, manual transmission, leather seats, a backup camera in 2012, navigation 2012, iPod connection. Yo, I remember when these iPods first came out. Like I wanted one so bad. I was able to get the shuffle. My mom had that one, and it was fire with the screen and everything on there. That was a game changer. Having an iPod with you could scroll up and down with a screen was a game changer. Some of the safety features. So Honda's been using this Ace body structure for a while. That's good. Showing off the airbags, all that good stuff. Here, this is what we want to get into. This is the good stuff right here. Nowadays we have trim walks, and it breaks down the trims way easier than this. I really dislike brochures from like the mid 2000s because they were like this, and it was like, as a customer, I mean, if you're someone like me, you find it interesting, but someone that's not into cars, you're not even want to look at. You don't want to look at this. This don't look attractive at all. But anyways, I was chatting. Remember how I was just reading how only the coupe got 190 horsepower? You can get 190 horsepower in the EX or EXL, but if you get an LX, LXP, or Special Edition, it's 177 horsepower. Both have the K24. You just make more power in the higher trims, and I don't know if they added the exhaust or different. I don't know what they did. They tuned it different, but more horsepower. Did not know that. That's good to know. 190 horsepower. What's crazy is the current 1.5 and the LX and the EX Accord 1.5 makes 192 horsepower, and the Accord was making 190 horsepower back in 2012. Like, that just shows you that, we're still, like, I mean, the Accord, the 23 Accord LX EX feels faster now because it's turbocharged, and you have more torque, and turbo kicks in. It just is a different drive. The way you get to the power is different with the newer cars, but the numbers are still the same. But then you guys know that horsepower is overall power. Like, all right, let's get back into the. I'm babbling. I'm sorry. I'm into cars, and I could sit here and talk to you guys all day. But let's get to the V6. So the V6 came in the EX or EXL and makes 271 horsepower, 254 foot-pound of torque. That's some power, for the V6. And then the coupe, same thing. You had an LXS, EX, EXL. Okay, so the coupe makes 190 regardless. So if you get the LX, LXP, or SE sedan, you have the 277. But if you get the coupe, it's gonna start from the 190 or the 271. So that's cool. That's good to know. And then you get the 5-speed manual transmission here. It was available on the LX, EX, so you couldn't get it on the EX or EXO sedan V6, but you were able to get the manual transmission on the coupe V6, and it was even a 5-speed manual. It was a 6-speed manual. So this is pretty interesting. And then 5-speed automatic. So no CVT yet. Like I said, I think 14 is when Honda went to that in the Accord, or just all their Hondas in general. But available in the LX. Okay. And you get the 5-speed with power shifters if you get the coupe. So the coupe, the coupe was the sporty one. Look, even the coupe has EXO has 18-inch wheels, while the rest of them all have 17s. And then look at that, the LX, LXP, SE has 16s, full covers. Okay, the hubcaps. So you get the alloy still on the EX. So pretty cool. 18-gallon tank on all of them. And then Accord came some way with fuel efficiency. They're still fuel efficient back then, 23 city, 34 highway, but they're just way more fuel efficient now. But that's pretty cool. One thing I love about Honda is how easy it is to learn the models. So this is a 2012 EX, and this thing has a moonroof, and I think minus the Pilot and the Odyssey, all EXs have moonroof. I could be wrong with what else EX don't have moonroof, but usually Honda is following a certain blueprint, and they carried it from, because my 1990 LX Accord that I had, the coupe, that thing was power everything, large seats. It was kind of just like this. Like they stick with the same blueprint, but give you a lot. Like, I don't know, Honda's just a good brand. And then comfort and convenience. So air conditioning with air filtration. Okay, what does the dot mean? The dot mean it doesn't have it. So I'm assuming the air conditioning with air filtration system, it's on EX and up. That's what I'm assuming. The dual zone, we know that's EXL and up. So not even the EX get the dual zone. Okay, and the navigation was only available in the EXL. EXL is the way to go. Oh, so really? So there was a navigation version, and then there was a navigation with the backup camera version. So that's interesting to know. Bluetooth, the Bluetooth started EXL and up. You didn't even get it in the LX or SE or the LXP. And then scroll knob, cruise control. Oh, I think the dot is probably standard, right? Yeah, I think dot is standard. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's late. But oh yeah, look, home link, EXL, map. But EXL is the way to go, definitely. And then safety features is standard. They make sure you get that no matter the trim. Get a power, let me see, power adjustment. So there was an LXP, and the LXP looked like it gives you a power seat, while the regular LX gives you regular seat. And then you get 8-way power on the SE. Okay. And then the SE. So the SE is pretty much a base model with leather seats. That's what our special edition usually is. Even in the last, not the last generation Accord, but the generation before that, you were able to get a sport special edition. And actually, well, last generation had it too. Yeah, we had a special edition sport, and it was a sport with leather seats, heated seats, blind spot, remote start, a few little goodies. So this is a blueprint they've been doing for a minute. That's cool. That's good to know. And you get a 7-speaker system and the EXL and up. So what was? Oh, okay. So the LX had a 6-speaker system, and then okay. So you can either get a 6-speaker system or a 6-disc system, and that's only EX and up. So the LX that we were looking at looks like it's not even a 6 CD. Okay, and then 7 speakers with subwoofer and EXL and up. Got it. XM radio, yes, AXL and up. They all had USB. Yeah, I think dot is standard. That makes sense. Okay, and that's the brochure. Pretty simple. The way how I broke it down, it's not even that bad. Oh yeah, look, 2-position memory. I skipped all of that. Hands down, a very iconic Accord. I know everyone loved the 90s Accords and the early 2000 Accords. But you can't go wrong with older Accords though. Like if you find one pre-owned, you know, your first car, you need you don't want to spend 30+ grand on a car. find one of these. It'll be a good car, trust me. Especially with the K24. The K24, Honda put that engine in everything back then, and even now we're still using the K series. You know, the 2-liter in Acuras is mostly K20s, but this K24 in this thing's been in even the 3.5 V6. Honda used that thing in they use that thing forever, so it's gonna be really reliable. But I'm gonna end everything here. I hope you guys enjoyed this little throwback video. As I get more older Hondas, we're gonna make some of these, because not only this help me kind of refresh my knowledge on older Hondas, I learn as well, and I'm sure for you guys watching this, you learn as well. But I get to pick up and just experience things that I never, because I've sold a plenty of 2012s, but I've never really sat here and break them down, and that's what these videos allow me to do, is sit here and break them down. And for some of you that have more knowledge than me on a certain generation, you could drop a comment, and you could tell me your experience, your story, or what I've missed, or you can say, hey, by the way, this car has this. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video.